Right there, welcome to Camping Secrets. Marky Mark here. We've come down to glorious Devon, to Ashburton, and we've got the Quechua 8.4 Air Seconds inflatable tent. And we're going to put it up and show you around it, and can't wait to see what it's like. So that's Quechua from Decathlon. You know, the huge camping outdoor shop, originally from France, but now they've got stores in the States everywhere. And really good value stuff. We're going to show you this 8.4. Let's dig into it.
Clips your end carpet under the rug.
Got two little pouches here, tent pegs. Don't know what that's the pole for the porch, I think. That's better. Nice.
So you want it nice and square.
It's nice and big, isn't it? So it's about 7.2 meters long and 3.1 meters wide. So it's huge. And it weighs 29 kilograms. This is a beast.
So I'll put these on the corners. The mallet. Yeah, in the black bag there. So I just want to make sure we've got the nice square edges and the ground sheet's nice and tight.
It's got really nice loops here. I guess we just pegged these out.
Yeah, so Daddy's ready over there with one.
Are these the ones that came with it, or
these are, yes. So
nice, Laura. Whack it.
Yeah.
Good work, man. So I really like this strappy triangle. Lauren's doing a sterling job with the tent pegs. Careful with that mallet. Don't kill me. Just can't get over the length of this though, said the actress to the bishop. As usual, I'm not doing much. Just framing the shot.
I think there might be a stone under there. We can adjust.
All right, we've lowest the pump.
All right. If it's not going in, oh, that's it. That's it. If it feels like it's not going in, you can always take out and reposition it.
So one thing to say about this tent, it's £749, but it doesn't come with a pump. You've got to buy this pump £25 separately, which I think is a bit crazy. But I guess it doesn't fit in the bag very well, so maybe that's why they've done it. But it feels like a premium pump, but I don't want to be faffing around buying a pump when I've just bought a tent.
There's there's actually 4 here. Right, so it just needed a twist.
So Laura and Alison,
okay.
Push in the pump into the air beam. It's got about 4 big air beams. We've got a bedroom compartment on one side, big lounge area, 9 meters square, and then another bedroom area on the other side. Here comes the air beam. Nice.
Really quick as well.
That was quick.
That's me doing it. And usually the awning takes quite a while.
Wow. So do you pin that one back, do you? Is that a guy rope?
I'm just going to pin these guide ropes down because it'll help with the
Is it guy rope or guide rope?
guide.
I thought it was guy.
I thought it was guy. That's really probably because you said.
Well, maybe I'm wrong then.
Doubt it.
I just assumed guide because it.
Do you need another peg?
That's.
You can always put some more in after. Get on the next one, darling. We're going to run out of daylight.
Do you need a peg?
I've got some,
Oh.
thanks.
Well done, Laura. Will that need more air? Probably will, won't it?
Yeah, but we'll do it off.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to film an eye pump? Do you like the pump?
What's that?
It's going to be a mansion, this. Now you may be thinking, why are we not sleeping in the campervan? Well, the answer is, sometimes you just want a bit of space, don't you?
But I think in the awning.
And we quite like the feel of being in a tent. When it rains,
Which it should.
you can just hear more, can't you? Like the sheep barring and that's cool. Good work. Can I have a go?
Maybe it's not close.
So it pops out.
Alright.
This is my exercise for the year.
That's alright. Leave that for
It's going to pop up.
But I need someone to go in and
Yeah.
push up.
Well volunteered, Lauren.
Push the ceiling bit up.
Go and do your stuff. Go on, push.
Good valves here.
Go on.
Wow. Yes.
Well done.
I had to jump that.
Brilliant.
Done. Right, let's get these other pegs in.
Oh, it said in the instructions 7 psi for the psi, pounds per square inch. Oh, I've done that right. I don't know.
No. Yeah, that. That's good. Up. That's right.
That is so huge.
It's like the little dog flaps at the end there. I don't know what they are.
Windows.
Little windows for when you're lying in bed.
Maybe it's black.
So it's an 8-person tent and it comes with inner tents inside. So you've got 2 groups of 2 people on each side. Effectively 2 double rooms
Yes, yes.
on one side, 2 double rooms on the other. There's only 3 of us, so it is going to be
A mansion.
palatial. Yeah. Oh, and then there's a rod goes up for the. Right, it's 7 psi, so let's get that on all of them. That's 7. I like that all the valves are on one side as well. That's pretty cool. So it's always embarrassing filming a video when there's people around. Everyone's laughing at you. And we got
Yes. Do you want a peg?
Where does that go? Oh, you just peg it.
Peg it. I've got a peggy.
Is that like that?
I don't know. Well, I do want the bottom bit. I would have thought straight there. Look.
I'm going to take you around it now and show you some of the features. So we've got this great little ventilation hatch here, and Decathlon give it with a little hook. You can just nicely hook out of the way using these guide ropes, which are part of the main air beam structure. So it's like two birds with one stone, holding open the shutter, and then from the sleeping area in there's a little, basically a window from the inner tent out. Really nice. Let's just walk you around the exterior. Again, this nice sort of conjoined triple guy ropes which hold the tent steady on the floor, but also hold open the ventilation. So less pegging to do. It's actually very quick to put up, surprisingly. Not sure how quick it will be to put back in the bag. The air beams were really easy, so there's no valves on this side and 4 on the other side. So 4 massive air pipes pumped up to 7 psi, but it didn't take much effort at all. Basically, this whole tent went up in under 10 minutes, I'd say. Dog poop.
Of poop. Why do people bring the dogs into a campsite
Oh, we've got
area?
more of these little hatches.
That's not
So
going to
this-
actually reach.
This comes undone here, and then
I'll have to get
so you can
a
store
rope
it
on
down
that.
here in this hook, or bring it out onto this one. But so just like that.
The door. Oh,
There we go. Nice. Let's mind that poop. Why do people let their dogs crap ever? I hate that. Just opening the tent up to show you the interior. So no fly net for the main door. Does that door completely come out?
this no. Just to here.
Yeah, and then you roll it back, I guess.
I guess I'll try and do that. Ugh.
Absolutely cavernous.
This will
Check my
toggle.
shoes for brown
Oh yeah,
mess.
that's true.
And this uses Blackout technology. So black fabric blocks the incoming light. So that whole sleeping pod there is Blackout, and on this side. So when you're sleeping in the morning, it's like you're in a pitch black room. Yes, the noise of the cockerel right by your ear might wake you up, but hopefully you got your earplugs in. Got little storage pockets. Let's have a look inside. Wow, that is very, very dark.
Are you going to put it in the pouch?
You can see when the door is shut, that is pitch black. Is there any other storage inside?
Look, these open up, Lauren, look.
Oh yeah, so you can have one massive 4-person room, or separated into 2x4. Oh, we've got windows. I can already tell there's great ventilation though. This fly net here is letting nice air in. That is really cool. Oh, we've got a clothesline, washing line.
And you can hang the thing.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
yeah,
We've
lantern
got a light
point
somewhere.
up there. I really like this. So the main thing to say from this was our first time putting it up, was how quick, how easy it went up. I mean, if you've ever done a tent before, this is at the lower range of the skill level required. You simply peg out the 4 corners, start pumping with the 4 valves on this side. Someone goes inside, pops up the middle, and you're up. And then you just do about 8 guy ropes around. Absolutely brilliant. We're gonna get our airbeds set up. We've got a big double airbed and a single for Loz. And we've brought the Jackery 2000 Pro to do that with.
Take that away. Stick it
Electric
up.
pumps. So let's get that power pack and get pumping. My favourite camping power pack, the Jackery 2000 Pro.
And I brought this black carpet, but this is for the other.
Yeah, we'll pop that there.
We can pop it in, yeah.
Okay, Jackery 2000 Pro. There's not actually an on button on this, so basically you got your display. It's always on, and you just activate AC.
They're little Shetland ponies.
The inverter's activated. Let's just plug this in.
Camera.
Check. The end is in. It's not. I've done that a few times. Pumped up the airbed, and this bit was open.
Baba. Right.
I love these power packs. Absolutely brilliant. This will last all weekend easily. It's 2,200 watts. Check out our video. We got a full review of a load of power packs. And this is my favourite of the bunch, the 2000 Pro from Jackery. Oh, are you in that? I thought we were in that one. You can go in that one. So this is a king size inflatable mattress from Airbed. We've had it years, and it's just luxurious. It's got like an inflatable bottom and top part with like a fitted sheet on top, and then we just put our sleeping bags and blankets on top. Shouldn't be too cold tonight, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Oh, is that the
That's the carpet.
carpet? Cool. Oh, nice, Laura.
Can you reach?
She is getting so tall.
No, I have got the fairy lights, but only if we've got extra
Loz was 10 years
power.
old when we set up Camping Secrets. It's nearly 13 now,
while you
so it's
sat
like,
down.
wow. Unbelievable
Do you want your jumper?
how time flies.
Do you want your snoozy?
I always find it funny when you're filming and then I can see the other direction. Let's just show you what I can see. Like a hive of activity. Behind, tables going up. Lauren working hard, just resting there. I like winding her up, as you might have guessed. And my little phone filming everything.
We're pressing a button.
Okay, Jackery's done its job. Let's turn off the AC. Let's keep that out of the way. It's like giving birth in reverse.
Go on, push. Push.
Still? This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. So one thing I would say with this tent, the end bedrooms, you know, we've got the divider out the way. Yes, it's a king size bed, but it barely fits in. So I think if you bring in an inflatable bed, double is probably the maximum. I don't know how you'd get two doubles in there. Do you reckon that's possible?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Hey? Can you show me what you've got? Let's just show the viewers. Look at that, that is a king size, but it's right butted up against. And we've got the divider out the way, so that is two double rooms for a king size bed. Lauren's got a single in her side. I don't think it would it?
Well, it's not doubled on exactly double.
But these are really big mattresses. These are proper home mattresses. If you've got a little sleeping mat, like a little self-inflating pad, then you'd get two in. It's not designed for that. I think they expect people just to sleep super tight together, whereas we're prima donnas. Lauren's putting the carpet out.
I need to put that table in, Mark.
Pantry in this one. I put it in there. Wait, don't put it on the extras.
Tieballs, nice tieballs.
I wasn't going to put it on it. Can you move that carpet right to the edge? Thank you.
That's a nice photo, actually. Lauren, can I have a wave? Thank you.
Okay.
That is Dartmoor over there, beyond those hills. And we will be doing a big walk there on Saturday. I'm getting ready for bed and I'm in the blackout zone, and boy is it dark. So we've got the king size blowout mattress in it, only just fits in here, and yeah, I think it's okay, but we are a little pushed for space. But then you got this massive sort of lounge area. It is great tent, I've got to say. Just feels quality made. All the zips are really good. You've got little vents everywhere. I haven't seen a cable entry point, so that's something I'm going to look for tomorrow. I have no doubt that there will be one. So I'm going to sign off now, and we will be back tomorrow to take you through a few more thoughts about nighttime sleeping in this 8.4 Air Seconds inflatable tent from Decathlon. Cheers, bye. There we go. So we've had our first night in the Quechua Air Seconds 8.4. We found a few good things. We found a few things we don't like so much. I don't know why I'm waving my hands. My daughter's laughing in the background there. We're going to just take you around the tent in the daylight now. We set up late last night, and just point out the pros and cons of this tent.
Okay, so here we have the one and only entrance to the tent.
Yep, just one door.
One door, which does have a fly screen here.
So yeah, you can put down this shutter here and it toggles down here, and a nice fly screen. So it opens fully to there, and then you can just fold it back.
But then you can.
Now we have got it toggled down here, so this stops it flapping open, but you're not actually zipped up or velcroed against this ground sheet. So there's always a gap, which is slightly worrying if you get like flooding or torrential rain. I'm slightly worried that water's going to get inside. So you can untoggle that and then fold back this whole door and open it up.
Yeah, that will fold back, but I won't do it now.
The problem with that is bugs get in, and last night we had a few bugs in. But
so this is quite high here, but you can flatten it down to stop the trip hazard. There's a toggle here. There's one on the other side, just to flatten that down if you want, and then
that's nice.
You can just peg that. You could peg that bit down if you wanted to.
Right.
Now, while we're on the ground sheet, this actually comes completely out on this side, so it's just velcroed across.
Yeah, so you got the sleeping compartment here, but that's got its own bathtub ground sheet on the floor. And like Alison says, you can undo this here, and you can roll it back. But on this side, you can't do it. It's actually sewn or seamed together with this. So you can't fully remove the ground sheet. You can simply roll it back. If you remove this pod on this side, you would have to remove the whole ground sheet as well. So if you remove this one, then you can keep this ground sheet, but you'd have grass in that area.
Right, we've got two pods. We've got two pods this side, two pods that side. They're all identical in size. Two people in each pod. A double bed, inflatable bed, would fit. We've actually got a king size bed, but taking up two pods, and it's quite a high one. But you can get, so the length is fine for.
Let's just show the room in here. putting up the tidiest.
It's not very tidy.
So this is the middle compartment that separates the two pods, and we've tied it back. So we've got one big pod here for the king size bed. There is a slope at the back here of the tent, and I was slept here with this it didn't sort of bother me, but yeah, you're meant to sleep the other way, sort of perpendicular.
But we have got a high bed.
We've got a very high bed,
high.
yeah.
It's a full height bed there.
I think Decathlon are expecting you to sleep sort of on the floor, maybe on a really low self-inflating mattress or a little blow-up sleeping pad. You've got pockets on the outside of the pod, but also you've got pockets inside.
They're down here.
Yeah, down below. So that's quite nice. And
while you're inside,
you've got little fly screens as well.
So
they're not the full length, they're like little windows again.
Just to get a bit of air in.
Yeah, but that's nice.
Ventilation.
I do like that. That's really cool. What about how dark it was at night?
Oh yeah, so up here,
I think you can see here that the light can get through because you've got a white top sheet of the tent, and I think light can come in and still get in. So it's not perfectly black, but it is really black. I slept like a baby last night.
with a thumb in your mouth.
With a thumb in my mouth. But Alison said she still had a bit of light come in, but I don't think it was too intrusive.
No, it was just this morning.
But it is quite dark, so you do need maybe a torch or something in here. But I do, it feels good quality tent because I like all the stitching, the red sort of outer beading cable. Just looks really nice against the black.
If you want to hang a light, there's a hook.
Oh yeah, I've got a little
either
hook
side,
there.
on both sides there.
Yeah, that's cool. Yep, down there.
Yep.
And then there's one up here that we...
Oh yeah, central hook, got a little light here.
So we've got the Quechua LED light here. You just... Oh, could you?
I can't really... I
can
hold that bit if you can do the top.
And you just twist it. And so that's quite nice.
It's a nice light actually.
And Alison's put up a string of LED lights around. But we've got no electrical hookup here, so we're using like a battery pack to power those lights. Got a little EcoFlow River 2 there for that. Oh yeah.
Little washing line.
Washing line's cool. And it just feels nice and airy, I would say. I mean,
got a nice clear window. Very nice.
yeah, this is great. And that's got a curtain on it as well, like a blind.
Yeah.
But there's no door here. So the only door is this massive door entrance here.
So I'll just put that just hooks on. And there.
So that's fully sealed in, that whole side there. So you're not going to get bugs in through there or anything.
Lots of ventilation.
There's loads of ventilation. Because there's a net here, and then the whole...
And if we come back outside here...
Yeah, you got these little, like, hatches.
There's one for each pod.
And the guy ropes are really, like, well designed, well thought out. So this little hatch is hooked on to the guy rope for the air beam. Little hook, and you just extend it. And there's that sort of thinking everywhere. Like on the back here, you've got just 3 guys, but they're actually holding out loads of stuff. Like the ventilation here is being held. And you've got this sort of ornate system of guy lines, which I really like.
Like the corners give a bit of height up around.
And this is a nice design as well with the triangle here pegged out. These red pegs, are they the ones, did they come with it?
They came with it.
Yeah, so they're nice big chunky pegs.
I think there's 6 of those, and then plenty
of the little...
Loads of those.
Yeah, they give you more than you need, which is good.
Yeah.
But this has got like a rigid pole here, and it gives height to this sleeping pod here, and then it slopes up to the air beam. So that keeps a good angle and a good amount of room in that back pod.
It was very quick to put up.
It was.
There's 4 air holes.
Air beams. Oh, yeah, valves. Yeah, so, and it was like a couple of minutes per air beam, and then you're just pegging out the guys and you're done. And it just takes someone in the middle just to pop up the top part of the tent, and you're done.
The carpet didn't come with it. We brought that. There's no carpet that came with it.
Yeah, it doesn't come with a carpet, as Alison says.
Or the pump.
So we've brought an All Pro carpet, but it seems to fit nicely.
And what was the pump?
The pump was the Decathlon Quechua pump, up to 10 psi, I think. This is pumped up to 7. Now we did find one of the air beams was a bit wonky, this one, but I think I didn't pump it up high enough. But today, because it's quite warm today, I think the air has expanded inside and it's popped this air beam out. It's not so wonky. So I think that was good.
So
here's the pump.
That's the pump.
So that's 24.95, I think. And you've got
But it shows you the...
you've got the PSI up to 10. This tent, you go up to 7. But you are getting a lot of tent for your money. And actually, we've really enjoyed sleeping in it, because we're normally in the camper van. We might put an awning on the camper van. But you're a bit limited in space. This just feels just a bigger living area, so quite enjoying that. For me, the concerns really are this join for the door. When you're zipped up, yeah, my main concern's when this door is shut and say it's really raining. There's no way of securing this door to the ground sheet. You can just literally peg it outside.
There's one little round hook here, which does go on that there, just to help keep that lip up.
Yeah.
So that hook's on there, and then you can put a ground peg in there.
Yeah, and
So
I doubt water's going to get in like that, but
it's more of a breeze. If it's cold,
yeah,
it could cause a draft, but it could be a safety feature, because if you're cooking inside your tent, which isn't recommended, it'll let gases out probably more easily.
I think you might be right there. There's so much ventilation on this.
And ventilation to stop any mustiness and condensation developing, because you don't want to get mould or condensation inside the tent.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to use this in the UK past September, probably, because of the ventilation. There's so much of it, and you're just going to freeze in there probably. But I think for summer use, it's really good.
Or get electric hookup and bring a heater.
Yeah, so I hope that's given you a sort of overview of the tent. We're going to enjoy the rest of the weekend, meet my parents for dinner tonight, and then we got the job of packing this thing up on Sunday. So we'll let you know how that goes in a minute. Well, it's our second morning now, and we have lucked out with the weather. We've got Storm Antoni coming over England. We're going to get winds of up to 50 or 60 miles an hour. We're going to get torrential rain. So, it means we can put the Quechua Air Seconds 8.4 tent to the test. We're going to get bigger tent pegs. At the moment, we've only got the little flimsy ones for the guy lines. So we're going to get the big thick ones, the sort of storm pegs, and stick them in everywhere. It's going to get buffeted. It might get ripped. We don't know. Storms are building up outside. You can see the light swinging. And those gaps are coming into play now, down at the bottom of the tent. You can see down there, getting a lot of flapping around. Tent is moving in and out, hitting the table. Just putting in stronger pegs for the storm about to come. Our fellow campmates. Yeah. So it's the next day, lovely blue skies. Where's this famous storm Antoni. Well, yesterday we went out for a walk and we left the tent, so I haven't got any footage of the storm, but it's well reported in the papers that there was 55-mile-an-hour winds, loads of road traffic accidents. I'm not sure how much rain there was. Where we were, we didn't get much. But anyway, the tent is intact. There's no rips. We did come back, and that gap on that far wall there with the window, because the gap at the bottom where it meets the ground sheet, that had started wobbling around in the wind, knocked a load of stuff off the table. So I'm guessing the tent was really thrown around. And but as I say, no rips or tears to the material. It got through fairly well. It's just our stuff that got damaged. So overnight last night, we've noticed some sort of condensation. So you've got the inner tents, the sleeping pods, but we've noticed some moisture on the inside of the outer tent. We don't know if that's come from our breathing, from rain, through hatches, or even just using the kettle and steam come up. So it's just worth bearing in mind. But, you know, in conclusion, what do we make of this tent so far? Obviously, we want to use it for many more trips, and reviews need to be built up over time. This is really our first major weekend of using it. And I'd say for a summer tent, it works really well. There's a lovely communal living space. We've really enjoyed that compared with our normal camper van. Just having a bit more space to sit around, cook, and it's nice and light and airy. So I give that really good marks. I like that we can take out that pod and the ground sheet. We're going to have to do that because when the wind blew stuff off the table, it spilt a load of coffee and wine all mixed up, and it's all stuck on the ground sheet. So when we pack up in a few minutes, we're going to take that pod out and the ground sheet, and then we can clean that separately. And you know, when you've got a sewn in ground sheet, that's a lot more tricky to do and to dry out. What else do we like? The sleeping pods were really good. I like the blackout areas. When the sun shines in the morning, it does let a little bit of light through, because the roof here in the main section is white, and it just comes through this white bit here, and you can see it, but you know, it's still reasonably subdued and easy to sleep. It's a big old tent when it's packed up. It's hard to lift around, but you're going to be transporting this in your car, so that's really not a problem. But it might take two of you just to shift it to where you want to put it up. We're going to pack it up shortly. Just going to have a sausage sandwich and a cup of tea. Then we'll just film packing it up, and then I'll leave you with some closing thoughts on how packing up was, but we don't envisage too many problems. The bag that comes with this tent is really big, oversized, plenty of extra space in it. So once the air is out and we've folded it down, I think there shouldn't be a problem packing it back in. So yeah, not much else to say. It's a practical tent, and you know, it's not breaking the bank at £799. I'm sure there'll be offers when it's cheaper, so just keep your eye out at Decathlon. I'd recommend it. It's easy to use, and yeah, nice tent. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been Marky Mark. This has been Camping Secrets. Bye for now. We've decided not to take the ground sheet out, so we managed to clean it while it was in situ, and actually because of that flap you can get all the dirty water out and let it dry out. So it's all cleaned up. We've taken the guy rope pegs out, so now we're just going to let the air out and flatten it. Come on, Tim.
Why don't I go to Tim?
This is fun.
Grab that corner.
If we made it there.
Going to put a very overpass.
It's huge.
They went a baggy somewhere. Well, let's just see. Oh, that's soft at that end, so I might be able to put that end over. Finger in there.
Finally packed up the Decathlon Quechua 8.4 seconds tent, packed away. Not too bad actually. Bit of moisture on the underside. Next time we'll get a footprint to go underneath the tent. We didn't use that this time, so we got a bit of mud and dew on the underneath. But overall, it wasn't too bad packing it away. But things definitely take longer when you've got a tent. It just tends to have more stuff in it. It takes longer to take it out, roll everything up. You know, it's taken a good hour to pack everything up into this little campervan. So the jury's out whether we stick with tents or stay in. Oh, I'm getting left behind here. Jury's out. Do we stay with the small campervan and an awning, or do we branch out into a bigger tent? I don't know. You'll have to carry on watching the channel to find out. So thanks for watching again. This has been Camping Secrets. Bye for now.